Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the index device Don Quixote. This character is very powerful. This character reminds me of Philip Sinclair if he was able to control himself much better. That is literally what this character is. Right, so what this character does is that she basically has an ego form, and you want to maintain her in the ego form. She's also an index character, so she wants to maintain her index mechanics as well. You are being given your prescript and you are given your prescript target, you're given your mark of the prescript. You must follow whatever the higher power tells you to do. If you follow it properly, you will basically be playing this character absolutely correctly. And then you have this additional thing here called unlock. Unlock is given to you when you hit a certain amount of grace of the prescript stacks. Once you hit a certain number, you unlock yourself to level 2 and then level 3. At level 3, you gain Shin Procuration, giving you missing HP percentage damage scaling and offense level up, defense level up, more poise potency, and also additional speed, which makes her very fast also. The will of the prescript basically gives you a bunch of sanity, and this is very important, and also gives you grace of the prescript for your bonuses to approach your Shin Procuration mode. Alright, if you did not follow it, then you will get karmic consequence, but at unlock level 3, you will no longer gain karmic consequences at all. Alright, so this is the main mechanic for her, which is the unlock efflorescent procuration mechanic. At 3, 6, and 9, you will get unlock 1, 2, and 3. If you are in unlock 1, you will consume 15 sanity to forcefully enter your procuration state. But before you do that, you will heal yourself first with 25, you will gain karmic consequence, and then you will transform. After that, it will check again. Hey, are you at 25 SP? Then you eat another 15 to re-enter your state. So you can maintain this state forever, and it's very easy. 15 SP is not going to be very bad for this character, right? Because remember, when you follow the prescript, you get 4 plus 8. You also have clashing sanity, and you also have another passive here, which gives you 3 sanity per hit on a target with the prescript's target, but you heal additional SP based on the unlock stage as well. So you want to follow and obey whatever commands are being given to you from the higher power. And below here, you also can get Faith Beyond Question when you are in this mode. So you want to get this because you get another min-max speed, you get additional poise gain, you get additional offense level and defense level. Very awesome stuff overall for all of this character's kit, right? So follow whatever the prescript wants you to do and you become a god of death basically, right? After that, for your skills, when you are in your demon mode, I would like to call it, you basically have very slightly enhanced skills for skill 1 and skill 2. I say slightly because if you look here, it's 4 and then it becomes 5. There's a little bit of a difference also. This is final power plus 1 here, but this one changes to 10% damage instead. So there's slight difference, but it's just a minor buff. The skill tree is a pretty major change, however. The skill tree, instead of the prescript must be fulfilled now, you straight up change it into Procuration Annihilate, which is a 4 coiner with plus 2 coin power for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 with 25% damage, and you get another 120% multiplier over here. But this stage here, you also get additional stuff. You get 120% multi here, you convert it and get 60% damage multi here, and you also get 40% damage on a critical hit here. This character is a poise plus sinking unit. She enjoys being in a sinking team but can be totally run in a poise team. Remember, when you are in your special stance, you are gaining plus 1 more to your poise counts, right, and your poise potencies. So here is plus 1 for unlock level 3, and then after that we have the other one, which is the Faith Beyond Question, giving you another plus 1 for potency. So this character is actually very good and can scale herself, but you can feed her more stuff to make her scale faster. If you want to forcefully unlock yourself, your guard skill also lets you skip a few steps. If this unit does not have unlock, you will forcefully gain unlock 1 immediately, and you change Grace of Prescripts to straight up 3. But you also gain 5 karmic consequence per Grace of Prescript that you increase. So either you forcefully level it up by 3, or you just follow whatever the prescript told you to do. Those are your 2 options over here. You also have Compulsory Unlock. Compulsory Unlock basically forces you to increase it by 1 stage and changes it to 6 or 9 Grace of the Prescripts, right? So you can forcefully change yourself with your guard skill. You can use your regular skills, whichever one is marked by the prescript, to go and use also, right? Notably, you can actually use this in multiple slots, up to 2. So giving her a second action is very powerful and scales her extremely fast, right? So very strong character for solos also, right? Very powerful character, right? So this is basically what the character is. It is a Philip Clare that has full control over her body, and she can do a crazy amount of damage output, right? You put her into a sinking team. She is notably not very sinking positive, so you will need other characters to help apply more sinking positive stuff. You will either need to apply Echoes of the Manor through your ego from the Ishmael here, or you change her to Mola Office for more positivity, or you use Knight of Despair Rodion with Rhymeshank, or you use LC CA Ujjat or you use Butler Otis is just your choice at this point, right? This character has Blue Sand, this character has Rhyme Shank as well as really OP count application. This character has some pretty decent count positivity, same for this one over here, and so it's really just a mix and match of all the other sinking characters right now, right? There's going to be more characters that they will release later on. Yep, so we should be able to see even more of the Ujjats to help to maintain more of that blue sand count later on. And if you really need echoes, you can always swap one of these characters here to a butler form, or just keep using the Bygone Days ego over here. Corroded form will apply 2 echoes of the mana for you, so you can always do that because this is still a Gloom skill. Gloom skill for Jong Office Rep is still perfectly viable to help her get Kozan activated, right? Because this is a Gloom skill or ego skill, so you can totally use that ego if you want to, just to keep forcing Kozan and to help keep reapplying the Bygone Days count from the Echoes of the Mana to help out the team, right? So it's really up to you. There's a very different ways to go and make your team comp. You can just focus on count, you can just focus on Unga with the Solemns if you want to, otherwise use Spice Bush to go and one-shot a specific boss also can, right? For Poise teams, just slap her in there if you want, and then after that feed her Toracalgia with Faust as well as Ryoshu, and you're basically done already, right? She will get the extra from the nebulizer, and that will make her really powerful, because if you noticed for the Dawn, she basically gets her coin power from either poise or sinking, so you can just do either way really, right? If you leave her by herself, she will eventually get there, but it will just take a long time also, right? She will have count here, poise here, and then over here you get 2 poise count, 1 poise count. But remember, once you get your passive, you're getting a +1, so it's +3 here and then another +2 here. So it's very simple for this character to also scale by herself. It's just a lot slower, right? So that's pretty much it for this banner review here. It's a very good banner. I would not recommend pulling because we are just waiting for Walpurgis Night. Just wait for the dispenser unlock. Otherwise, you can go ahead and pull. I'm not going to stop you. It's a very strong character for sure. Right, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Good luck on your pulls if you are going to be pulling on the character. Goodbye, everyone.